Wednesday afternoon in Crockett, Texas. I heard it snowed here once. It's hard to believe today, but it's good to see everyone tonight. Good to have folks on the online, viewing online. We're glad to have you as well. We're going to begin our service tonight by singing, "Oh Happy Day That Fixed My Choice." We'll do the first, second, and fourth verse. It's on page 439 if you need the hymnal. Oh, happy day that fixed my choice on Thee, my Savior and my God. Well, may this glowing heart rejoice and tell its raptures all abroad. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. He taught me how to watch and pray and live rejoicing every day. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. 'Tis done, the great transaction's done. I am my Lord's and He is mine. He drew me and I followed on, rejoicing in the call divine. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. He taught me how to watch and pray and live rejoicing every day. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. High heaven that hears the solemn vow, that vow renewed shall daily hear, till in life's latest hour I bow, and bless in death a bond so dear. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. He taught me how to watch and pray and live rejoicing every day. Happy day, when Jesus washed my sins away. That one just always makes me smile. I love that. That's good. Number 441, Since Jesus Came Into My Heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. It's on page 441 if you need the hymn. What a wonderful change in my life has been wrought since Jesus came into my heart. I have light in my soul for which long I had sought since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Floods of joy o'er my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart. I'm possessed of a hope that is steadfast and sure. Since Jesus came into my heart. And no dark clouds of doubt now my pathway obscure. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Jesus came into my heart. Floods of joy o'er my soul like the sea billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart. I shall go there to dwell in that city I know. Since Jesus came into my heart. And I'm happy, so happy as onward I go, since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Since Jesus came into my heart. Joy o'er my soul, since the lily billows roll. Since Jesus came into my heart. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I could sing, well, y'all could sing some more. I don't think I could sing anymore. I don't have the voice for it, but thank you for being patient with me there. Well, it's been a big week so far in the Chelf household. I have a new granddaughter, and I don't mean to brag, but she is the most beautiful baby on the planet. But other than that, and yes, I have pictures. If you'd like to see pictures afterwards, I won't charge you to see them. I can't say I ever got nervous because all this was going up in Fort Worth, and so kind of removed from it. But we got a text from Takia, our daughter-in-law, about 8 o'clock Sunday night, I guess, maybe 8:45, almost 9, I guess. The baby's coming. We're on the way to the hospital. Okay, that's good news. Good news. Great. That was Sunday night. Well, she spent the night at the hospital. They were waiting for her to dilate. Not to get too medical, but her water had already broken and things were going to happen one way or another. 24 hours passed and nothing had changed. So I get a text from my son at about 7:45, I guess, on Monday night, and he said they have rushed her to the ER for emergency C-section. And what we learned later was that the baby's heart rate, after being so stressed for a long time, had dropped to nearly nothing. And they were very concerned about the baby. And so they just did the C-section real quickly. Well, I thought, I wonder how long we're going to have to wait and find out what's going on here. But less than 10 minutes later, I got a text from my son, and here's what he said, quote, I'll never forget his text. The baby is out, and she's with me. And if you saw the picture on Facebook, that's the picture that we showed. So that baby was less than 5 minutes old when that picture was taken. And then Takia tells me today that they had to work so fast that she was still somewhat awake when the C-section and all was done. And she said, I was really scared. And I said, well, I would have been more than scared. But at any rate, the happy ending and the happy beginning is that everybody's doing fine. They're still at the hospital. They think Takia will be well enough to probably go home tomorrow. The baby's doing great. And so we're excited. We're definitely 6 pounds 1 ounce. So she was fine. And my sister said she's fat as a little shoat. So she's not undernourished. So she's a healthy baby. Yeah. Her name is Adrienne. It's Adrienne. They pronounce it Adrienne. And the middle name, kind of unusual here, is Sharp. S-H-A-R-P. Chelf. Now, there's a reason for that. Y'all have heard my grandpa's story. Remember about the cow? Remember the cow? Grandpa and all that? One of my favorite people in the whole world. His name was Sharp McLeod. And that was their insistence that they named. Now, my son's middle name is Jacob. And that's, my grandfather's name was Jacob Sharp McLeod. So, but instead of using the Jacob, they used the Sharp. Now, that's a strange name for a little girl. And Gregory said, well, she's never going to use she's never going to use that name. She'll just be Adrian. But I wanted her to have the sharp name. So anyway, that's kind of strange, but neat too. So we're praising the Lord for extra blessings this week, to be sure. And if you want to see pictures, I got them. Don't leave without seeing them if you want to see them. Let's turn to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6. We're making headway. Chapter 6. We're jumping ahead a little bit for Wednesdays and Sundays a bit, I guess you might say, to cover some things from the Sermon on the Mount that we won't be covering on Sunday mornings. But chapter 6, verse 1, we're going to read what Jesus has to say about almsgiving, giving to the needy, and we're going to read what he had to say about fasting. We're going to skip over prayer because we will handle that on a Sunday morning soon. But chapter 6, verse 1, Jesus, on the Sermon on the Mount, says, "Be careful not to do your acts of righteousness before men, to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by men. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you."